Maharashtra is one of India's largest commercial and industrial centres. So who better to join IGF in Mumbai than Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis? The Deputy CM will not only discuss the state's importance in India's growth story, but also why Maharashtra is the perfect global case study for progress.
विकासाची यात्रा सुरू झाली आहे. ही यात्रा आता थांबणार नाहीये.
Please put your hands together to welcome him to the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, please do put your hands once again together for Mr. Devendra Fadnavis, Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Devendra ji, thank you so much for being here. Now, the IGF events theme is the next 10 years. And as India tries to achieve all the things that Amit Shah ji was just talking about, it's really important, of course, for Maharashtra, because India can't really achieve all of that without Maharashtra playing its role in this. And interestingly, Maharashtra is also going to be completing 75 years in 2035. How do you envision the growth of Maharashtra? How do you envision Maharashtra at 75?
At the outset, let me apologize for everybody that I am pushing their lunch away. But I think it's a very interesting question, because in 2035, Maharashtra will be at 75. And we have envisioned a few things for Maharashtra when it becomes 75 years old. So it's basically based on infrastructure-led growth. It is based on sustainability. It is based on investment which creates job. It is based on creating robust social infrastructure. And of course, it's based on security. So I think when you look at infrastructure-led growth, in Maharashtra, in next 10 years, we will be investing around $100 billion in infrastructure. And I must share with you that this journey of creating infrastructure started with the blessings of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi Ji in 2014. And in 2019, when a report from Deutsche Bank came, the report said that out of all investment that is happening in India in big infrastructure projects, 50% of investment is happening in the state of Maharashtra. So we actually upscaled the investment in the state of Maharashtra, because we believe that infrastructure-led growth is one model where we can fast track, entire this process of development. And I think we want to invest more. We feel, and out of our experience, we know that if we have, big projects, big ticket projects, if our projects are feasible and bankable, then I think capital is not a problem, because Maharashtra is one state where all our parameters, fiscal parameters, are well within the limits. So whether it is multilateral agencies or banks, they are ready to finance us. So that is one thing which we are doing. So far as the most talked subject is about sustainability, because a growth without sustainability is no growth today. So we are actually investing more in creating green energy. We are actually recycling economy is one thing which is in our mind. We have already started doing that. So sustainability is one thing where we are investing more. And so far as social infrastructure is concerned, I must tell you that Maharashtra is one state which has most number of universities and most number of NAC accredited institutions. So we have IITs, IIMs, we have institutions of national repute, we have largest number of private medical colleges, engineering colleges, and I think we are adding to that. And in let's say next 10 years, by business usual, we will be adding 50,000 beds in our healthcare system. But we propose that we want to invest more. We want to create a scenario where we create 100,000 beds in our system, additional beds in our system. And I think so far as investment is concerned, I must also tell you that on this pillar, Maharashtra has always been at the forefront. And if you look at the FDI figures, recently RBI has announced the FDI figures, and Maharashtra is again number 1. And I must tell you that it's not just number 1, but states like Karnataka, Gujarat, and Uttar Pradesh put together, we are number 1. We are more than that. So I think on all these aspects, Maharashtra has created a roadmap for 2035. And we had our Economic Advisory Council, which was headed by Mr. Chandrasekaran of Tata Sons, and 20 top CEOs were part of that council. And that council has charted a roadmap for, making Maharashtra $1 trillion economy. So by, 2032, by business usual will be a $1 trillion economy. But we want to fast track it. And with this report, we feel that by 2029, Maharashtra will be a $1 trillion economy. So that is the roadmap. By 2035, Maharashtra will lead the way.
All right, that a lot which you said there, which I just want to delve into in slightly more details. You were talking about FDI and investment. So sometimes there's this thing that, the companies are not coming to Maharashtra or Mumbai. They're going to Gujarat, for example, and you're saying that Maharashtra is still number 1. But what will you do to make sure everyone keeps coming to Maharashtra and not going to Gujarat or Hyderabad or Bengaluru?
No, I think we are in a very competitive federalism. There was a time that only 2-3 states were competing. But today, there are 10 states in India who are fiercely competing. And I think we should welcome that. Because, see, a company going to Gujarat or going to Karnataka or going to Delhi, it's not Pakistan. It's our nation. It's our nation. It's our country. But, however, we really want everyone to come to our state. So we have been working on EODB and CODB. So ease of doing business and cost of doing business. On both these aspects, we have been working a lot. So I think when Honorable Amit Shah ji was talking about, bringing down the compliances, Maharashtra has worked more on that field. And that is why the confidence of the investors is more in Maharashtra. The investment is coming. Yes, there have been few projects which have gone to Gujarat. It's natural. Somebody will come to Maharashtra, somebody will go to Gujarat, somebody will go to Karnataka. But I'm sure that with our consistent policies, Maharashtra will always be number 1 in the investment. And the figures which I gave is a testimony that putting all these 3 states together, we are more than that. So I think we will, and I must also tell you that since Amit Bhai has talked about startup ecosystem, so it's always said that, Bangalore is a startup capital, Hyderabad is a startup capital. Of course, they have done well. But if you go by sheer numbers, Maharashtra is a startup capital because Maharashtra has around 20% of the startups of India and 25% of unicorn are in the state of Maharashtra. So I think that Maharashtra has been number 1, it will remain number 1.
Okay. What are the areas that you think Maharashtra has a particular competitive advantage? I mean, historically, it used to be things like automobiles, but also in the new disruptive technologies that are coming, AI and blockchain. Are these some of the sort of areas where you think Maharashtra can really position itself?
I think not just Maharashtra, but the whole world is changing because of the disruptive technologies. And Maharashtra, of course, is leading the way because now we are in the era of AI. Maharashtra was the first state which started a center of excellence in AI in the Mumbai University in 2018. Recently, we have partnered with Google and we are creating one more center of excellence with Google in Triple IT Nagpur, which will be one of its kind center. So in the Industry 4.0 and Technology 4.0, Maharashtra has been leading the way. And I feel that in years to come, the entire governance model will change. Prime Minister Modi Ji has already put us on digital transaction roadmap. Today, we can see that the entire delivery system of India has changed. It has become leak-proof because of use of technology. And now, with blockchain technology, things are going to change. I always say that our collectors in all states, they are custodians of our record. And half of their time goes into taking the hearing of land belongs to whom, what is the title. But tomorrow when the record goes into blockchain, they have nothing to do. I mean, it's a auto process where, you cannot tamper with the record, you cannot, change the records at your whims and fancies. So technology is changing all the things. I mean, tomorrow we can actually manage the life cycle of human being using the technology. Today also, in silos, we are doing that. So from birth certificate to death certificate, from his social security to his accounts, everything is digitized in silos. But tomorrow, once we connect all these things, then the things are going to change. And I see we are heading towards that. Maharashtra is heading towards that. Recently, we actually created in Mumbai Mumbai Metro City Metaverse. It is one platform where actually 4 of our iconic projects are put. And with the use of virtual reality, you can actually navigate into those projects. But using that platform, I see a day that in very recent 1 or 2 years, the entire Mumbai will be on Metaverse platform, where even BMC has to give approval to one plan. It will not be a static approval on a something created by architect. It will be a 3D model. It will be absolutely a building which will be totally created as it will be built. And all the infrastructures and all the amenities which are to be provided would be actually, showcased on the metaverse. So right. That is the disruption which the technology is bringing. And I think the technology has potential to actually reach the remotest area. Today, when we talk of, good healthcare system, we talk of good education, it is a technology which is going to provide it to the last man of the society. See, we cannot send a very trained doctor to very remotest area. He will go there, but he will not stay there. But now technology has potential to connect the last man to, this trained doctor. And that's what we are doing. So I think, so far as technology is concerned, we have always stayed ahead, and we will be staying ahead.
Right. Turning to some of the challenges, we were talking about sustainability a short while back. We are going to be hearing from the Children Investment Fund Foundation about some of the work that your government is doing with them on energy. What are your other efforts that you're taking on in areas like sustainability? Because things like water, for example, are a real problem in some parts of Maharashtra.
So I think first I must speak on energy, because energy is something which requires a lot of sustainability, because we have been generating energy from fossil for many years, and now we are trying to change. So in Maharashtra, I must tell you that for agriculture power demand, we decided that we actually generate 16 gigawatt for agriculture use. And we decided that this 16 gigawatt will be transformed on solar. And this year itself, we set a goal to achieve 8,000 megawatt. And I must tell you that tomorrow, I am giving the LOI for 8,000 megawatt. We have actually bids have been successful. And in 18 months, 8 gigawatts of energy, which has been up till now fossil, will be totally transformed on solar. And next year, again, subject to grid stability, because we'll have to work on grid stability, again 8,000 megawatt or 8 gigawatt of energy we will transform on solar. So this will be a record. In less than 3 years, I think 16 gigawatt of entire power demand of agriculture will be put on solar mode. Having said that, we are also working on hydro pump storage. We have entered into MOUs worth 29 gigawatts, which will be creating in next 4 to 5 years. There has been huge transition in the energy sector, and I feel that in next 10 years, 50% of our energy should come from, non-conventional sources and non-fossil sources. Also, in other sectors as well, let's take example of Mumbai. Mumbai has been a city which has been fairly developed city. But you'll be surprised that in Mumbai, for 2 crore population, the entire sewage of Mumbai was not treated, but it was settled in balancing tanks and it was actually discharged in the sea. So entire coast, which we boast that Mumbai has beautiful chowpatis and beautiful coast, was actually stinky because of this sewage. After so many years in the Modi government, we created, entire benchmarks for treatment, because in India, there were no norms. What type of water should be discharged after treatment in the sea? So we created all the norms, and today, Mumbai Municipal Corporation has actually started building those STPs, and in 3 years, will discharge entire treated water in the sea. So the Mumbai sea coast, you will see like any other sea coast in the developed nation. There will be absolutely clear water. There will be no, stinky atmosphere. So these are the things which we are actually creating. And it's not just in Mumbai. We are doing the same in Pune. We are doing the same in Nagpur. We are doing it in almost all the cities. So when it comes to sustainability, I think Maharashtra is one state which is investing heavily on sustainability.
So Mumbai, of course, the dreams to make Mumbai a global city. It's been difficult right now with all the construction that is happening, but very soon that infrastructure will, you think, make Mumbai a global city?
Yeah, I think we have started our journey towards that. Since 14 to 19, we invested around $30 billion in creating infrastructure in and around Mumbai. Today, you can see we have recently opened the Trans-Harbour Link 22-kilometer sea bridge, which is, I think, one of the longest sea bridge ever built in India. We'll start our coastal road. We have started a metro network of 375 kilometers, out of which 50 kilometers we have already delivered. 50 kilometers we will be delivering this year, 50 kilometers more in next year. So I think by 2027, we'll be able to deliver around 375 kilometers of metro network. Just imagine that in last 50 years, we created a suburban railway network, which is lifeline of Mumbai, which carries 9 million passengers. And in just a span of 10 years, we are creating a metro network which will carry 7 million passengers. So it's almost we are doubling. It is our dream that in Mumbai, the biggest problem is commutation. So we have decided that from any part of Mumbai to any part, we'll create an infrastructure that a person should be able to travel in less than 60 minutes. In 59 minutes, he should be able to, reach there. And all these iconic projects which we are creating will change Mumbai. And this Trans-Harbour Link and the new Mumbai airport has opened up entire area for development. A third Mumbai will be developed there. So there's one Mumbai, there is new Mumbai, and the third Mumbai will be developed between this the new Mumbai airport and MTHL. And this will be a Mumbai of future. I think it will fuel the growth of Maharashtra for next 30 years. And I must tell you that when I talk about Mumbai, Mumbai is not just Mumbai, it's MMR region. So today, our entire economy was actually fueled by the JNPT port. JNPT is India's one of the biggest ports. It handles around 60% of our container traffic. But now recently, with the blessings of Honorable Prime Minister, we have cleared the way for Vadhavan port. Now this Vadhavan port is something which is going to change the economy of India and Maharashtra totally, because Vadhavan port is 3 times bigger than JNPT port. It has a deep draft of 20 meters. It will be India's biggest port, and for next 20 to 30 years, the entire Indian economy will be actually fueled and charged by this Vadhavan port. So whether it is port, whether it is metro infrastructure, whether it is road infrastructure, whether it is coastal road, all these things, we are actually creating an entire loop of roads to Mumbai. It is like, the coastal road we have already built from there. There's a Worli-Bandra ceiling, Bandra-Warsaw ceiling, from Warsaw to Virar a ceiling, from Virar to Alibag a corridor, and already that connects to the ceiling which comes to this part. So an entire loop we are creating. So I think infrastructurally, Mumbai will be one of the most advanced cities in India.
Well, Mr. Deputy Chief Minister Fadnavis, we are out of time, but I know elections are on, and I can't resist as a journalist asking you this question, because every analyst is scratching their head and saying what is going to happen in Maharashtra. How is the election looking to you?
No, I think, see, whether it is Maharashtra or whether it is any other state, people have already decided to vote for Prime Minister Modi. So our job is to just, bring people to the polling stations. And in Maharashtra, our record has been 42 seats for last 2 consecutive elections. In 2014 and 2019, out of 48 seats, we could win 42 seats. I'm absolutely sure this time it will be more than 42. It can be 45, but it will be more than 42 seats. It will not be less than 42 seats.
That's after all the changing alliances
Yeah,
that we've seen
absolutely.
for the next 5 years.
Absolutely.
Right. Devendra Fadnavis, Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, thank you so much.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Janao ke must come and have a talk with you.